Hi folks, my name is John Showman, and today I want to help you to hold your fiddle as easily and effortlessly as possible. So before we actually start placing the fiddle on our shoulders, there's two things you got to think of, and these are really important. One of them, and the first thing, is that you don't want to contort your body in any way, shape, or form to accommodate the fiddle. You want to make the fiddle come to you, you know? You don't want to twist your body around to get the fiddle in the right place. You just sit in the most comfortable place, and then you put the fiddle where it feels the most comfortable. Notice when I'm doing this, I'm kind of plugging this part of the fiddle right into my neck. It's almost like, you know, plugging something into a wall socket. It should fit really snugly. So there's a space from here to here that has to be filled. So you fill it with the chin rest up here and the shoulder rest down here. Two things I want to say about these. Chin rest, almost any chin rest is good, but calling it a chin rest is a bit of a misnomer. It's more like a jaw rest. You don't put your chin on it because that's immediately turning your head and making, you know, your neck work too hard and stuff. What it is it's this part of your jaw that's on the chin rest. And notice my chin is almost over the tailpiece. So it's more of a jaw rest than a chin rest. Anyway, not to get too pedantic about this, but the shoulder rest is the main thing that is going to adjust this height. So I have what's called a Kun shoulder rest, K-U-N. They're ubiquitous. They're real easy to find. They're quite reliable. They're very light. They're great. There's lots of good shoulder rests. This is one of them. I have extended feet on mine. You might have to call the company or get the dealer to order them in. But because I have a fairly long neck, this really fills the space very well for me. Also, when you're putting the shoulder rest on, notice that the curve goes the opposite direction to the curve of the fiddle. That's an important feature. So when I'm putting it in, like I said, just sit in my most comfortable and I plug it in right like this. My chin is not really on the chin rest. It's more like my jaw. My chin's over the tailpiece. Now the thing is, a fiddle weighs about 1.5 pounds. And the average human head weighs 18 pounds. So really the weight of your head with no muscle effort whatsoever is definitely enough to cantilever this fiddle into the right place without you having to do very much. So remember, your head's heavy, the fiddle's light. Just rest your head upright, straight on your body, such that your jaw and your shoulder are really just holding that thing in place, okay? Now you don't want it out to the side too much. You don't want it out in front of you. You want it sort of like at a 45-degree angle. So once again, I'll just plug it in again, just sitting totally comfortably. You can push it up there a bit, like that way or that way, but you want it to just sit as comfortably as you can. You can adjust your shoulder rest. If you want your chin rest higher, you could do this yourself or just ask a luthier to do it. It's very easy, but they can put cork pads, like 1/8 of an inch or 1/4 of an inch cork pads under the feet of the chin rest. It's pretty easy to do. If you're not confident, don't try it. And yeah, that's how you hold the fiddle. Your left hand really it's just a matter of, you want it to essentially just rest there. So this should be your left elbow should be at the point where gravity just kind of lets it hang. And then, you know, you're not really hanging your arm from the fiddle. You're supporting it. But mostly you're just supporting the weight of your arm to hold it there. Notice how my fingers are kind of angled a bit forward, so my fingernails are towards my face. You don't want your wrists too collapsed or too swayed out like that. You want there to be some space in here between your palm and your neck. I like to have the fiddle right in the crook here. You know, you can have it deeper or further away. It's really a matter of personal preference. Your thumb is relaxed. The fiddle sits right here on my thumb, but I've seen people hold it there or even there. So it doesn't really matter. Whatever's comfortable, just make sure your hand isn't, you know, contorted in any way and is relaxed. And that is how you hold a fiddle. Enjoy.